This is patch 1.6, floor 12, chamber 3 with full stars. I think the best way to start is by using a Venti or Sucrose Burst to swirl both the Abyss Mage elements onto each other, breaking their shields simultaneously. Since Pyro is a soft counter to Hydro, I start on the right side to infuse Venti's Burst with Pyro to generate additional Pyro hits. On the other hand, Hydro is a hard counter to Pyro shields, so you see it breaks almost instantly. When fighting the Abyss Lecter, it is important to dodge the purple Electro Ball attacks. I get hit by one here. He telegraphs it by creating 3 purple balls over his head before firing them at you. If it hits you, it drains the energy of not just the character on the field, but also your characters off the field as well. This will really cripple your ability to DPS him quickly. Once the Abyss Lecter enters his shield phase, I experiment with using Venti's Burst to see if it affects his shield. It turns out, the swirl reaction does a bit of damage to his shield, so it is worth using. The best way to break his shield is spamming Pyro reactions on it. Bennett's elemental skill recharges in about 2 seconds while he is standing in his burst, so he is definitely the best character in the game right now for this boss. I also keep Xingqiu's Rain Swords active, as that also constantly applies Electro Charge. He is excellent here too. For this chamber, Sucrose will do just as well as Venti, and Diluc could be substituted for just about any main DPS. The main important characters here are Bennett, Xingqiu, and an Anemo character. Unlike patch 1.5 where chamber 2 was really quick, this is another hard chamber with an Abyss Herald. I am using a Ganyu Melt team. It is not her favourite team composition, which is a freeze team with Mona. However, I wanted a Pyro user to break the Cryo Shield. I used Pyronado early on and just rely on the passive damage to kill the Cryo Abyss Mage, while I focus on trying to break the Pyro Shield with Ganyu's Cryo attacks. I suspect that like in chamber 1, you are meant to bring an Anemo character to swirl both Abyss Mage elements onto each other, breaking their shields simultaneously and making this level a lot quicker. I lose a few seconds here by wasting attacks on the Pyro Abyss Mage and failing to kill it properly. It finally dies and I have just 50 seconds remaining for the Abyss Herald, but that's okay. Ganyu really excels at killing this particular enemy. Once he enters his shield phase, he is permanently infused with Hydro, which means every Ganyu attack freezes him. If you don't have Ganyu, then you would use other Cryo characters with strong Cryo applications such as Kea or Chongyun. Remember, in the shield phase, damage doesn't matter, only the elemental reactions, so supports can break the shield just as well as your main DPS. Thanks for watching and see you next time.